What kind of butterflies
Butterflies.
do they normally see around
We
here?
get 21 different butterflies down here.
Interesting.
I have only managed to spot 20 of them, so I've never seen a small copper, but the other 20 I've seen. We get one that's rare, which is called the dingy skipper, which is a very small butterfly, and it's brown and white. Beautiful in its own way. But we get all the main ones. We get all the different whites. We get the peacocks, the commas, the red admirals. About 2 weeks ago, there were probably several hundred gatekeeper butterflies. As you walked along the path, they were just taking off everywhere. Early on in the year, it was like that with the dingy skipper, and also the small heath butterfly, which is very beautiful, very bright orange, and it's got a small eye on it, which is what our badge is based on. In different times of year, you get the different butterflies. We are going to develop it in association with the Butterfly Conservation Society and make what's called a butterfly transect, which means a set route is going to be walked every week, and the butterflies on that route will be recorded, and that will go onto a database for the Butterfly Conservation, so they can keep a track of what butterflies are where in the country.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you got anything to do with the Bevington butterfly? Have you got anything to do with that, or is that a separate thing?
Right, the New Ferry Butterfly Park. We sort of work with the same, or some of the volunteers also work there.
Okay.
So Dr. Hilary Ash, who is our advisor, does a lot with the Butterfly Park as well. She's one of their leaders down there, and she actually advises us on all the work we do here. Also, there's a group that are based there called the Wirral Countryside Volunteers, and they are a brilliant bunch of guys, and they've come down and helped us with taking out some of the bigger trees we needed to take out, because they've all got their chainsaw skills, and so we work with a lot of local groups. So some of those
even with you counting them here and them counting them there, there's data to exchange and to keep a track of. Maybe you
so
get
they,
more
I think at the Butterfly
do.
Park they have 29 varieties of butterfly.
Okay.
So they get a few more than we do at the moment. Although one they're very jealous of is a small heath, because they haven't had that there yet, and they don't get numbers, but they do get. It is a brilliant little place, the Butterfly Park, and it's lovely down there. And between the two of us, we need to sort of make it'd be lovely if there could be like a corridor between us of stuff that the butterflies like, so butterflies can start moving around. And the more places like this that we get, the better it's going to be for wildlife, isn't it?
Do they get different ones and you get different ones just because of the habitat's different? So some don't like their place because they don't have a certain grass or bush. So
most butterflies will have a food source which they love. So I think it's the orange tip, likes cuckoo flower. The dingy skipper loves bird's foot trefoil, which we get a lot of here.
You say trefoil oil?
Trefoil.
Trefoil.
Yeah, TRE, so it means three, doesn't it? So
Is that like a flower?
It's a tiny little yellow flower. It's done out at the moment. It's all died off now, but it's really beautiful. It like creates a matting, and the butterflies love that. And so the white butterflies like things like brassicas and also nasturtiums, which is why you get them in your garden so much. But yeah, every environment will attract certain types of butterfly. I mean, there are some butterflies. There's one that I can't quite remember the name of at the moment, but Dave Costello from the Butterfly Conservation says we should be getting here fairly soon. Only lives in oak trees, but lives high up in the oaks. So you just walking around normally you wouldn't see it, but you look up.
Which was one that you said that you walked through and then they all took off at once? And what do they like then?
The gatekeepers. These were all on the ragwort.
Oh, okay,
which is the yellow.
The yellow one, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know whether that is their main food source, but they seem to arrive at a similar sort of time as that.
So when those flowers disappear, butterflies will.
Yeah, most butterflies live for short and have short flying times.
Yeah.
There are about 6 butterflies in this country that overwinter.
Yeah.
So early on in the year, you can see the orange tips, the peacocks, the commas, the gatekeepers, and something else, which you really put me on the spot here.
Yeah.
But they overwinter.
How?
So the ones that, the brimstone as well. So the ones that are alive now will still be here in spring, and then they will die off in spring, and then produce. I think the brimstone, they found them up to living for about 13 months, where some butterflies will only live a matter of weeks.
So how do they stay alive over the winter?
Well, they just seem to close down their systems. Dave,
Oh, hibernate?
not hibernate, but their systems just seem to slow down. I was shown a photograph of a brimstone butterfly, and it was covered in ice.
Jesus.
And apparently, 2 hours later, it had warmed up and it just flew off.
Took a hair
And
dryer to
it
it.
had basically frozen. Apparently, they can get rid of a lot of the moisture from their body for winter, so if they do freeze. A year ago, I would have known none of this. This is just stuff that I've picked up because of my association with the Nature Project here.
Does anything eat butterflies?
Birds.
Oh, birds eat them.
Birds love them.
They love them. Oh.
They love them.
But you need the butterflies to get the birds, and you need the flowers to get the butterflies, and you need the...
Well, you would think that
birds to
butterfly at
get
the top of that oak tree, that's not a good thing because, right? Because the birds are up there and...
Well, interestingly, you'll see a lot of birds will have butterflies in their mouths, and the butterflies will wriggle and they'll let them go. And you'll see butterflies with big lumps out of their wings.
Whoa.
In fact, we were doing a butterfly walk with Dave, and he took a photograph of a peacock butterfly, and he showed me this photograph, and I said, "Oh, I've got a photograph of that one that I took last week." He said, "How do you know it's the same one?" And it had the same peck out of its wing where a bird had taken a bit out of its wing. But apparently, butterflies only need 25% of their wing to actually be able to fly,
That's interesting.
which surprised me.
Yeah, because they always tell you don't touch them.
Yeah.
Because they'll take their little feathers off, right?
Yeah.
So they always say don't touch the butterflies.
You took a 25% off an EasyJet wing, and then you're going down, aren't you?
Yes, you do, isn't you? Yeah, we also get a few moths down here as well, the day flying moths we see, which some of those are a lot more brightly coloured than I would have thought or imagined. A lot of the things that you think are butterflies because they're very bright are actually day flying moths.
So the cabbage moth is a butterfly, right?
Right, okay.
Because I see them sometimes, but then why are they called moths?
Now, what is known as the cabbage white
Cabbage white, yeah. Cabbage white.
are actually butterflies,
Butterflies.
except there is no such thing as a cabbage white.
All right.
So there are several types of white butterflies. So there's the orange tip.
Getting some facts on us here.
So orange tip, the large white, the small white, the marbled white,
Who knew there were so many?
and the green veined white are the ones we get around here. Where they get the name cabbage white, when cabbages and brassicas were taken from Europe across to the New World, America, they just used to eat cabbages because that's what was there. So as the farmers were planting the cabbages,
You were like, damn you people.
the white butterflies were there, and they were known colloquially as cabbage whites, and that sort of name has sort of spread and has come back here. So a lot of what we call a cabbage whites, there is no such thing in this country as a cabbage white. There are lots of different white butterflies.
Cabbage white. Every time I see a white one, I'm like, oh, that's a...
Yes, when I was doing a butterfly identification course, Dave, who was in charge, said, "Could anyone name a white butterfly?" And I, of course, said a cabbage white, which was a trick question because he knew someone was going to say it. And I, of course, walked straight into it. And he says, "No, there's actually no such thing as a cabbage white." So,
It's a
but
trick question.
I fell for it.